And so we go this way. Believe it's this door we need. And also gonna need to be ready pretty quickly with this. But not for the pendulum, for you. We're gonna have to come back through this hallway a few times, so I'd really rather not have that scraper constantly running around there. It's bad enough that we constantly have to run from a pendulum. Okay, first order of business, through here. And a room where we're just gonna run because it's full of closers. There's no reason to actually take them down. Again, we have the mysterious footprints appearing. I don't know how well they'll show up once YouTube finishes compressing this. But they seem to lead right to this wall. It's a secret passage. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-ding. So all we have in here is this one door. So, in we go. And we find ourselves in a room that should look familiar to fans of the original Silent Hill, Alessa's hospital room. Freshly stocked with handgun bullets. And also an ampule. There's something stuck in this book. We got the Fool tarot card. This book. I feel like I have to read it, but at the same time I don't want to. Aglaophatus. Red liquid or crystals resembling blood. According to the Kabbalah, the name is taken from an herb with the power to dispel evil spirits. It is said to grow in Arabian deserts. It may be vaporized or applied as a poultice to guard against demons. It's powerful, but as it's rare, it's extremely difficult to obtain. Aglaophatus was the red liquid used in the original Silent Hill to expel the demon from Alessa. So this room has a couple of insane cancers in it now, but there's no reason to come back in here. We're completely done, so no need to waste the ammo. Yeah, 3 closers? Don't think so. Again, we're completely done with going that way, so no need to bother with any of it. Coming in here, we find ourselves in yet another familiar room. From the first game, this room showed up in the area known as Nowhere, and seemed to be Alessa's room. We'll take a closer look at things in here later, though. For now, the important thing is this brass key. And now, backtracking, Joel. Backtracking. Backtracking in a camera that does not have any desire whatsoever to work with me. Make sure this is the right door, even. Yes, it is. Okay. And we run from the pendulum because we don't like those at all. For the moment, there's nothing else we can do on this floor, so back up the elevator we go. There was a locked door that we saw almost at the very beginning of the church, so that's where we need to go back to. It wouldn't be Silent Hill if they didn't make us do some major backtracking at least once. Nothing compared to some of the Battle Network games, but there you go. Now this room has certainly seen better times and even has slurpers in it now, so we're not even dealing with that. This hallway's also gotten pretty disgusting. We used the brass key. The thing crawling around in the wall there, we never actually have to deal with it. Technically, we don't even have to deal with that insane cancer over there. And now another room familiar to the players of the original Silent Hill. A room from Midwich Elementary. Alessa's classroom. What a tiny chair. I can't sit in it anymore. Thank God. Go home, drop dead, thief. This used to be Alessa's. I mean, this was my desk once upon a time. There's a ratty old notebook on the podium. Oops, and there's a letter stuck in here too. Let's see. There's a girl named Alessa in my class. If your memory is any good, you may remember her. She's the one I said they called a witch. Most likely her mother is abusing her. I've never seen her come in without some sort of scrape or bruise. Her expression is pitifully dark for a 6-year-old. Something like this may not be so uncommon. Rather than coming up with pointless ideas, it's best just to watch and wait. But isn't there something I can do to help? I'm considering consulting a lawyer, but I do have my reservations. That's why I thought I'd ask you, my friend, for your opinion first. K. Gordon. Now, looking around here, the map that I've been looking at and going by says there should be submachine gun bullets around here somewhere, and yet there clearly aren't. This seems to illustrate a bit of a point, that the item system in this game is kind of weird. Sometimes supply items don't appear where you think they should. It tends to depend on what difficulty you're playing, what you have with you when you go into an area, things like that. Yeah, wrong way. Just gonna leave you alone, pal. This, too, seems to be a wrong area to go into. It doesn't have anything in it except for a whole bunch of scrapers. So, no point to that room whatsoever. There's a tape deck here. It looks perfectly usable. Well, we do happen to have a tape. There's no label, but the tab's been removed. It might be worth checking out.
Do you know about what happened here 17 years ago? You've been here a long time. You must have heard some details.
A group of pagans, blinded by earthly desires, spit in the very face of God. They tried to use the seal of Metatron to prevent God's awakening. But God drove the unbelievers away and threw them into the abyss. But due to their wickedness, God was unable to be born properly. And so, she has slumbered ever since, in the womb of the Holy Mother, until the time of the awakening. That's all that I know.
That's it, huh? Well, thanks.
Father Vincent, I heard that the Holy Mother has been found. Is it true?
Alessa has been found? Did Claudia say that?
Yes.
Then it must be true. Her sight rarely fails her.
Bless the Lord.
Maybe it's because of her great faith. But I could never be like her. I wouldn't want to.
Nor I. The truth is, Sister Claudia frightens me a little.
Well, now, let's both show our faith by forgetting about this little talk, okay?
Yes, but does that mean this land will finally be the home of eternal paradise?
If God wills it, my sister. If God wills it.
So, a strange little tape there of Vincent talking to one of the cult's followers. We also have this letter over here. What are these? Letters? No, maybe a bunch of suggestions? People are starting to voice their dissatisfaction about Father Vincent using the organization's money for his own personal benefit. I've also heard rumors that Father Vincent has been extorting donations from some followers. Is he really the right person for such a position? I'm in no place to deny all he's done to make the organization grow. Even though we believe in God, if there were some sort of gathering, shouldn't we be valued not for our limited talents or our talkativeness, but for the depth of our faith? L.S. Another thing that was said that was supposed to be here but isn't is a first aid kit. Now, that one disappoints me. Nothing important here. It's not that I'm not concerned, but I choose not to be right now. If I fretted over everything, I would have some serious mental overload. I guess she has a point there. And we got the High Priestess tarot card. The name Claudia Wolfe is written very small on the cover. Looks like this is her diary. November 10th. She didn't die then. She was born. I knew that for a fact. But then, why haven't I found her yet? They were supposed to need her power to build paradise, for the happiness of the people. She was supposed to be reborn for that. I'd really like to see her. November 14th. Read the Book of Praise. I want to thank Father for lending me such an invaluable book. I found what I'd been searching for in there, how to awaken God, but it's much too cruel. Will I be able to pull it off when I see her? November 16th. I was free all day, so I read A Modern History of Refugees and Young Slaves, Child Exploitation. I don't want to be a mere bystander in this world. I can't do anything now, though, and that's what's hard. There's an old birthday card on the desk. So she was still hanging on to this. To little Claudia, happy 6th birthday. I love you as if you were my real sister. Here's to you. And so that's really all we have to do now.